Tokyo Love Hotels podcast.
Hello! We are the Love Hoes. Back at it.
Back at it. It's been a while.
Yes.
Welcome to Tokyo Love Hotels podcast volume
8?
9.
9 would be nice.
Yeah, 9 would be nice.
Sounds like a lot.
Let's pray for 9.
Yeah.
So who are we?
The Love Hoes.
Yes.
I am Mrs. Love Ho, Kalinlaw.
And I am Mr. Loveho, Robin Rastenberger, and we host a monthly event in Tokyo supporting local artists and art by providing them with a free space to exhibit or share or sell whatever they love doing. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. And so we're here with the podcast as well to kind of help showcase that to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And maybe gain some clout while doing it. So today we have yet another special guest. Do we need an introduction or shall we just...
The one and only...
Sabrina!
What's up, everyone? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Hey, Sabrina.
We say Sabrina, but on the flyers, it's OmoteUra.
Yeah, so.
Who do we go by?
When you just talk to me, Sabrina's fine.
Okay.
But if it's anything to do with art, OmoteUra.
So which is it?
Sabrina's fine.
Okay.
We know each other. You guys call me Sabrina, so.
So Sabrina's is not only a teenage witch, but also you do a lot of things. You DJ, you do visual art, right?
Yeah, I do some photography, some video. I sing to kids. It doesn't count, though.
And you sing to kids.
Yeah.
Talk about
And
it.
we've had her a couple of times at Love Hose, both DJing and you did a visual art exhibit.
Yeah. By the way, that one time when I brought my projector, I lost it. I thought I put it in my bag, but
serious?
no, I swear.
You lost it at Love Ho?
Yeah, I think I forgot
Sankeys
it.
probably took that.
Yeah. I was like,
They do have a projector.
probably,
They do have a projector.
probably, but it's okay because it was a shitty one anyway, so I wanted to buy a new one. Yeah. But
Damn.
it was my own fault.
But
I was somewhere else. Let's just say that.
But that was dope. I really liked it. It was on the ceiling, right?
Yeah.
It was really cool.
I had to figure out how I was gonna
I know.
project it and stuff,
Yeah,
cause
it's difficult.
Yeah.
No, but it was nice. Yeah. I'm excited about this weekend though, because it's gonna be the first time I DJ since being back in.
Yes. So we have the
Let's
second.
rewind.
Yeah. Let's rewind.
Yeah.
Quickly before we jump into you, we'll jump into Love Hose that we're having the next event on Saturday this week.
Yes.
With the theme of Shine On Me.
Yes.
Enlightenment, spirituality, self-help, self-love.
Through these difficult times.
Duties are difficult.
Through these difficult times. Everybody's been struggling.
Yes. Struggling.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're hosting another event on Saturday and trying to kind of get the art community back up on its feet.
Yeah.
It's been tough during these Corona times, and we're having you with us. You will be DJing with us for the first time since
Coming
last
back from
year.
Copenhagen.
Oh, do you want a drink? Okay, let's go.
She took the prosty.
Is this yours?
Yes.
Is
Yo,
this-
I was afraid that this was gonna be
Yes.
wine. I was like, oh shit, did I sip the wrong one?
No. Wait, have you never drank before?
No, I don't drink.
Ever?
No, man.
Damn. Oh my god.
What about you? What you drinking, Robin?
Homebrewed, non-branded Love Ho beer.
0 alcohol?
Loads of alcohol.
Definitely not zero.
No sugar though.
Okay,
So they
I
say.
see.
So they say. Shall we have a little cheers?
Yeah.
Kampai. There we go.
Cheers. Welcome, Sabrina.
Thank you for having me. I'm gonna try some ASMR stuff later.
Oh, great. There we go.
Already starting.
So let's begin. Who the hell are you? And where are you from?
I'm Sabrina and I'm from Copenhagen. I moved to Japan like 3 years ago. So I'd come here on vacation for the first time by myself. Like I just traveled Asia a little bit, and then I was really interested in coming to Japan. So I traveled Japan for a month by myself.
As a vacation?
Yeah. It was my first time in Asia. So I went to Malaysia first, then I went Taiwan. And then I came to Japan and I just like traveled. And I really liked it. Damn. Like I on the flight back, I was just like crying. What? Like I wanted to stay in Japan. Yeah, because I met so many cool people.
Oh my God.
And I was like, there's something about Japan. There's something about Tokyo. You know, I need to be there, you know, especially for my photography and my video.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know, you might as well like just, you know, test it out, see how it goes. And yeah, if you do some dope stuff, that's cool, you know. But I just wanted to take the chance. And if it doesn't work out, you can always just move back home, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I came. And then
wow.
So you came for a month and then you went back and decided to come.
Yeah, I went back and like I gave myself like a whole year, like precisely like almost to the day I came back, like a year later.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then from there, like I just...
You came and then looked for a visa, or...
Yeah, I came with a working holiday visa already.
Oh, because you have those from Denmark.
Yeah.
Lucky bitches.
Yeah. We got good relationships with other countries, you feel me? Diplomatic and shit. But yeah, so I had like my working holiday visa for a year. So when I came to Japan, I already found my apartment online because it's like a foreigner-friendly apartment agency. Shout out to Fontana.
No. Oh.
I didn't finish the name, so it's fine.
Yes, I know what you're gonna say.
It's okay, but
they're not gonna shout out to them. But maybe they've been better these days.
You've lived with them?
I did.
I did too.
I think like every foreigners live with them though, but they honestly for me they've always been like chill, you know. I get cleaning once a week in my share house and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
man.
share. Yeah, that's probably a different thing.
Not the apartment. No,
Yeah.
You did apartment?
Yeah.
I did share house.
I was in between two jobs. I was in between two apartments, and I had nowhere to go. And I went, we're not going to go there because
it's
that's
okay.
It was just it was a
terrible
funny experience. It was a lot of yens paid for. I think I had 3. Okay, yeah, let's go there. I think I had, what is it? Yonjo. What's that in square meters? It's like
super small.
It's a like bathroom sized.
Tatami mat one is. Ichijo is one tatami mat.
Yeah, so
one rectangle.
Yeah, so four of those.
What?
And it was in like I wouldn't even call it an apartment building. It was kind of like was made out of Play-Doh, but like old Play-Doh that I've kind of just molded a bit and just started rusting around. So there's holes in all the walls, and I think there were like 3 apartments, and it was in Ebisu, and all of them had like. The fan system was basically a hole in the wall with a fan that didn't work. So it was just a hole
in the wall,
like you could see out.
No way.
Yeah, and everyone living around me were these like Filipino hostesses that would cook this probably delicious to eat.
But
it
you know,
was like,
smelling it all the time.
It was like fish
sauce type from oyster sauce type shit.
Can't hear myself anymore. It was like fish sauce. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, it's my mic. It was like fish sauce from 6 a.m. And it was so small that it fit my bed. And for me to get into the bathroom, I had to stand on the bed.
Oh my God, wow.
Can you imagine?
No way.
In the room?
Yeah.
And the kitchen was in the room?
Yeah.
I've done that.
Everything.
Oh, dude, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
And I'm not even foreign.
No, man.
But I still did it.
My share house is like, or the room that I have in my share house is really nice. Like I have a 180 like panoramic view of Tokyo. Yeah, man. With like a big ass balcony and like a rooftop. We get cleaning once a week.
Nice.
Like in the common area. So they bring like the dishwashing soap and the toilet paper. Yeah, we're
great.
good.
Yeah, that's great. I think we probably just drew the shortest stick in the bunch.
Yeah, no. I think the dude who actually hooked me up with the apartment was really nice because I had asked for another one. He was like, "No, you should take this one because it's really yeah." He was like, "This is one of the best like apartments we have right now."
Cool.
So I was like, "Okay, cool."
But then there's also a part of me that understands their biz and how difficult it is to find apartments that allow foreigners to be even living there. So what they're doing is probably a great thing. I think it was more the standard I came from to temporarily live somewhere.
Especially when you come from Scandinavia, man.
Yeah.
We're not used to this type of living in Scandinavia. For the same price, you get way more and like nicer and a better location. You know what I mean?
You can actually like stand up.
Yeah. And the toilet is separate, like real separate from your living space and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no. And so when I came to Japan, I moved into I had a spot, and I actually came with a friend of mine. Her name is Nabila. She stayed with me like for a month.
Nabila?
Yeah, Nabila. She's Moroccan.
Nabila.
Yeah.
Not a Nebula. No.
Nabila. She's beautiful. She's like one of my closest friends. She came to Tokyo with me, stayed a month, and like it took me like 2 weeks to get a job. I won't say the name of the company because I hate them.
Yeah.
And they try to like get me to pay them, which doesn't make any sense. Like usually it's the employer that pays the employee, but you know, I quit and I got a visa from them, so that's why.
What kind of job was it? Can we start?
It was like a teaching kids after school type thing, you know, like all the I'm dead. But yeah.
So it's really showing in all the cameras right now.
But that's good. I like it.
Yeah. So we have a beautiful woman that's fixing our
trying
mic.
to fix.
Thank you, babe.
Yeah. Thanks, babe. Gorgeous.
But yeah, so but it was cool. Like I like learned a lot from it. But then when I kind of was like sick of it, I just copped the visa of 3 years, and I was like, okay. When I went to immigration and got it without telling them because it was ready, right?
Right.
So I picked it up, and like the next week I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I quit.
Right.
Yeah, and they were like, okay, yeah, fine, whatever. And then they tried to hustle me.
They didn't revoke it?
They can't. I got it.
Yeah.
Really?
I got it. I got 3 months. I got 3 months to find a job. Like in my contract, they had written that I couldn't get like I wasn't allowed for a whole year to apply for a job that was similar. So anything that has to do with after. But then I found the current job that I have, which is singing to kids. You know what I mean, on the phone.
Right.
So it's not the same, and like you just have 3 months to find a job, which I.
Right. Or it gets revoked.
It gets canceled. Yeah, you can't just be in Japan and have a 3-year visa and not do anything. You have to work, and it has to like comply with what you're doing, you know. So
you became a songstress.
Like I'm a teacher, but it's kind of like you're a freelance teacher. It's like under that category still. We'll still call it like teachers because we're basically it's kids that call us up and they do like either book lessons. Yeah, parents or
like
kids or parents basically. So my company like provides these like learning books and toys and CDs and stuff. Cute. And so the kids can like do a book lesson or they can sing 2 songs from the CDs that they have. Okay. And so they're like, hey, I would like to sing this song. And you're like, great, let's sing it together. Ready, go. And then we sing it.
Do you go somewhere? Is this like, or is it
it's like in a call center?
Is it like a cam show?
No, it's like in a call center. I go to the office. I was just at the office today. And then I came here.
No screen.
Yeah, no screen. Just like the computer with the name of the parent, with the name of the kids, with the age. Oh, wow. And then you're like, hey, Mrs. Tanaka, what? Tanaka is for an example, okay? And then...
she does exist.
And so she's like, oh, my kid wants to sing the ABC song and happy birthday. And you're like, great, put your kid on the phone or like whatever her name is or his name. And then you sing the ABC song together and then you sing the happy birthday.
And then you're like, bye-bye.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, wow, you were so great. Thank you. See you next time.
I thought it was more of like an escort service, but like baby version. Like the baby would be like, I want Sabrina to come up. And then you would come and like sing a couple songs and then get a fat paycheck. And
I wish.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it's not like that.
Did you read in the news about, where was this? I'm going to fuck it up with the facts again. Somewhere in the States, I think, in some prison where the prison guards or something put on, I think just to mess with the, what was it called? The prisoners? Yeah, the prisoners. He put on Baby Shark.
No way.
Like max volume.
Drove them crazy, probably.
On repeat.
What the fuck?
For how long?
I don't know, but it really, and I think they got fired now. I think.
Oh, he better get fired.
It came out there. I think there were 2 and they got fired.
That's not okay, man. That's torture.
No, it's not okay. But I thought it was fantastically funny. I mean, I understand the humor behind it. I don't agree with action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little reference.
Yeah, reference to kids songs.
ABC, Baby Shark.
What kind of kids want to do, like, call up, though? Like,
kids love calling up. I mean, kids want to, like, talk on the phone.
Because it's like a real foreigner person singing with you.
Yeah, or it's like a live thing. So for them, it's like, it's not about me singing. It's about them giving output and then getting encouragement to learn English. Like I have kids that are like 2, 3 that speak perfect English.
Is it when they call? Is it like a little caller ID with their picture? Like
no. We don't have anything. No pictures. No nothing. So but you know, you just have the name and the age. Yeah. And sometimes you have like kids. You're like, yo, you're a genius, man. like you're 2 and you just did this book lesson and you just speak perfect Japanese and English. Like, what creature are you, man? Your parents, like, they're raising the like elites, like real smart kids. But it's so cute. It's
I've never heard of this type of job before. It's so interesting.
A lot of people we know work there.
I know.
You know, that's the thing. Yeah. I met her there.
Yeah.
I met Uni.
Is it like a call a 03? Hey, mama.
No, you have to like be a member of this club. That's the name of the company and everything. So you're a member, and parents pay like bank like $8,000 or something like that to get all like the play sets and the privileges of being a member and everything.
Oh, they send things over as well.
Yeah, you get like books and stuff. Like it's a whole thing, and then you can go do graduation, and they do that at Disney. Like it's a legit thing. People are like, it's a whole thing for Japanese parents to be a part of this club.
Is it like an after school thing?
Nah, man. It's just like
little baby Lisa, 3 years would like skip first class to go and call you behind the school.
No, not at all. They call us whenever they have time. So it's from like 3 to 10 that our phones are open. So kids usually are home from school.
Right.
And they just call us whenever they have a specific day they can call, and they call whenever they have time, you know? And so it could be from like 0 to, I have free conversations as well with like kids that have been in the company for like 15 years. They're 20 now, and they're going maybe into university, and they just have like conversations with you, and they learn English. Yeah, they learn English with the books and the CDs by singing and stuff. Yeah, man.
Whoever thought of this?
Do you use your real name?
Yeah, I use my name. Because it's annoying when you're like, hi, my name is whatever. And it's like, it's not you. Me, it's like, oh, Sabrina wasn't taken? Cool. My name's Sabrina. Yeah.
Right.
You know, so. But it's cool because like on my online stuff, like my Instagrams and stuff, it's not my real name. So they can't really find me online.
Well, now they can.
Well, if they watch this, they can. But if not, you know, it's cool.
No, that's really amazing. So you work with that now, whilst having your visa. You're able to stay in Japan.
Yeah.
And on this side, you also do photography.
Yeah, I do photography and I do some video. I want to try to do more. I just want to create more content. I feel like being back home, when I was stuck back home, for 6 months, it really made me realize that I want to go, if I ever end up going back, that I want to have a full portfolio and I want to do as many things as I can here in Japan. And photography is kind of like my fallout art thing. It was more video, but video is way harder to like actually come to fruition. And I'm not talking about basic, let's just shoot, type of stuff. Like I actually want to have something that's been thought out and constructed, and you thought about each image that you wanted to show on that video, you know, have it make sense and try to get more like deep into it than just like, I got a camera, let's do some dope shots with some colors and whatever. Who cares?
Work.
You know, I studied cinema. This is what I studied at uni.
What kind of videos do you like doing though?
I'd love to do something like more like kind of like a mini independent kind of film, like maybe it's like something short, because we live in a time where people don't really have time to consume long
I was gonna
things.
say Titanic. That was
you know what I mean? No, man. Like I want to do documentaries, but like short and like, you know, kind of like Viceland, something that could be on Viceland, something that could be like you can watch it on Netflix with your homie when you're chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something that's like quick, like 20 minutes, but informative, and you like learn about something else, or you learn about some people. You know, I was thinking about maybe doing something with like artists that we know here in Tokyo. So like, I don't know, like some types of interviews or like, but something short and cool. And when you kind of follow them around and see their day-to-day life, you know, something like that.
Or do you want to be the shooter or the?
Honestly, I want to be the director, but right now I don't got no money to just be like, hey, I'm going to direct you. You know what I mean? I got to do everything myself, but that's a good thing, because then you know how to do it and how you want it done.
You can call your little baby army with GoPros.
Right, dude, for real, man. Yeah. But yeah, so, you know, I have to do the editing myself and stuff, but maybe one day, you know, inshallah, I'll be able to hire people.
That's cool. Yeah, boss bitch.
Yeah, you already know. I want to tell people what to do. Do that. Oh, no. Sit down. You're fired. No, I'm just kidding. No,
but I haven't even started the day yet.
I want to direct, and I also want to give opportunities to people who actually have like skill sets, you know, and actually have them be a part of something so you can build up more. You know what I mean? I have like real people who like to edit. Like some people are really good at editing. Some people are really good at like at shooting. Some people are really good at presenting or whatever, you know. So kind of built that up. But you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you come back with a portfolio?
No, I'm gonna do it here.
Oh.
I want to do it here in Tokyo and then go back.
Oh, okay. What were you doing when you were
back home?
Yeah.
I was just chilling, man. I ate my mama's food.
Yum.
I was not doing anything. My friends kind of got worried. They were like, yo, is Sabrina okay? She's not, because she doesn't have a job right now. She's
just so
stuck
people
here.
Understand it, due to Corona.
Yeah, due to Corona. So basically, thank you, Japan and immigrations. I love this. So what happened, I was going back to Denmark for 2 weeks because my brother had a baby. Her name is Eva. Shout out to Eva, my little princess. Yeah, she had just been born. And so I went back to see her because this is my first niece, I was supposed to be back only like 2 weeks. And then Denmark closed the borders, Japan closed the borders, and I was just like stuck. And then I called like embassies and the immigration, everything in Japan. They're like, I was like, I live in Japan. Like I have a visa, I have a job. Like I am a resident of this country. And they're like, we don't care. Like basically like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, unless you have a Japanese passport.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not normal, man. In any other country, like Denmark still let people who were residents come back, even if they're not Danish, which is normal. So like we were 90,000 people stuck abroad. 90,000 people that have been living in Japan like 16, 15, 20 years, you know what I mean? Yeah. With kids and wives, and they couldn't come back, couldn't have access to their bank accounts, couldn't have come back to their jobs, maybe lost their jobs. I was lucky, thank God, like I kept my job because it's super flexible. And I was back home at my family's house. So I still had to pay my rent in Japan though, but we started doing some online work with my company, which made me be able to pay my rent.
That's amazing. Well, shout out to your company.
No, honestly, my job is like, it's calm. Yeah. It was really nice. They were really like understanding. And I had my job when I came back, so it's calm. But so for me, it was like it wasn't a bad experience. I was back home with my family. I got to see my niece grow up for like 6 months. I got to fast my Ramadan with my family, which I wasn't supposed to,
Ramadan.
Yeah, I was fasting with my family because I would have done it here in Japan by myself, eating by yourself and stuff like that. It's not the same.
Food, not the same food.
Yeah, exactly. So I was back home with my family. I saw my homegirls. We just chilled,
When was the last time you were back before that?
That was I think it was I don't know. I think it was like, and like a year and a half, I hadn't been home, something like that. I'd seen my family, but I'd seen them in Africa, like in my other home country, Yes. Shout out to Algeria. But yeah, so that's basically it. But I was just chilling, But yeah, my friends got worried. They were like, okay, yeah, she's not working. She's just staying home. She's not really. I was just like thinking about life, you know what I mean? I was just chilling, but I was good. I just like realized that I was 26 living in my mama's house with no job. It kind of like gets to you, like you start thinking like, okay, if I get back to Japan, I need to get moving, you know what I mean? I need to have at least something that I could take back with me and be like, okay, I got this. Like I have this to show, So it was a good wake up call for me. Yeah. And, but yeah, I also just enjoyed being back, it was nice. It was chill. Life in Copenhagen is so nice and easy, and I got to spend the summer there.
Do you want to stay in Japan still?
Hell no.
Really?
No, like I'm gonna stay in Japan for like a minute, but
you don't want to settle here.
Nah, man, it's too complicated. But the thing is, I like you learn a lot of things about living in Japan. Like if you can live in Japan, if you can get through the administration of things and like the paperwork of things, you'll be fine in any other country.
True.
You feel me?
True.
Yo, because when I came here, I went to the city hall and I had to open a bank account, right? When I got my job, the teaching one, the after school one. So I went to the bank and they're like, okay, you want to open a bank account? I was like, yeah, please. And they're like, do you have a phone number? And I'm like, no. They're like, okay, you need a phone number. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just went to like the big camera right in front of the Shinsei Bank. I went in there and I'm like, hey, I want a phone number. And they're like, do you have a bank account?
Right. It's a cycle.
And I'm like, no. Oh, you need a bank account to have a phone number. I'm like,
yeah. I had the same thing in England.
You know what I mean?
Did you get your hanko as well? The Japanese
I got the hanko. Yeah.
So in Japan they have something called hanko, which is
it's like a seal.
It's a seal that you use instead of your signature to
sign stuff.
To sign stuff.
Yeah, I have my hanko.
Yeah.
Lost
And
somewhere in my room. I have no idea.
I mean, I love the idea of hanko. It's a beautiful thing.
It's so annoying.
So stupid for foreigners because you're supposed to write your original name in kanji or in Japanese letters, right?
Yeah.
But as a foreigner, you don't have that.
No, you have katakana. I got my
katakana.
My hanko is in katakana.
Yeah, which is the Japanese alphabet for loan words. So it's everything that would be foreign in a foreign language, but pronounced in a Japanese dialect or accent.
Yeah.
So, for example, milk is miruku and gorilla is gorilla.
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Yeah. Sex is sex. So when a foreigner gets their hanko done, it'll be like that. So my name is Robin, it's Robin, and it just says Robin on it. There's no... I mean, if there could be 1,000 Robins out there.
Mine's my last name.
It's your last name, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have a...
So like...
Thousands of Tanaka as well.
There are, but they write them in different ways, and they usually add other signatures. You have like the family seals and stuff that you can add as well.
You do.
Yeah. Whereas like if everyone's named Rob, everyone literally has the same stamp, which is hilarious. Do you have a unique last name?
You have to have the same.
Yeah, my name is like it's unique. You won't get that. But even my name, my Sabrina, you know. Yeah. They had troubles writing my last name. So on 2 different bank accounts, I have to like there's like one kanji changed, you know.
How is it in Denmark with middle names? Do you keep your middle names in your passport?
I don't have a middle name.
You don't have a middle name?
I don't know.
Okay, good. You're lucky.
Yeah, no, my mom was like simple. She was like, Sabrina, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Japan. I'll say maybe like I don't know, maybe like I wanna finish what I need to finish. I wanna do what I have to do here as much as I can. And then I'm probably be like
You
peace.
would live in Denmark.
Yeah, I think, or maybe like Paris or something. Yeah.
When you said you visited Tokyo like for a month when you first came, did you meet everybody you know, like
No,
even
man.
them then?
No one.
Or
I didn't know. No, I didn't know
and
anyone
you still
from the
felt
scene.
like you met
Yeah.
people.
So basically, I'd come to Japan. I stayed 5 days in Tokyo just to like to get accustomed. I remember when I crossed Shibuya Crossing first time. I cried, man. I was like, this is the crossing from all the pictures. Yeah, it was insane. And so I stayed in Tokyo for 5 days. Then I went to Fuji, and I stayed in like this bomb ass hotel with like onsen and stuff. And then I went to like Kyoto and Nagoya and Osaka and Kobe and Nara, and for like 15 days. Nice. Yeah, and sometimes I was like, yo, I haven't spoken to people in like 10 days. Like, this is weird, you know what I mean? I haven't spoken to anyone.
Dope.
So I just go into restaurants and stuff, and people would just start chilling with me, talking to me and stuff like that. Yeah, and then I came back to Tokyo, and I stayed 10 days. Yeah.
And then Nebula came.
Yeah, Nabila, she came when I was moving back to Japan. Right. So when I decided to move to Japan,
where is she now?
She's back home in Copenhagen. She's the one who wants to do a podcast with me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh. She's the one that should come here and play at Love Host.
Yeah, she plays only like old school R&B, like real R&B. DJ? No, she wants to she needs to learn how to DJ, but like her playlists are like.
I'm still Jenny from the block.
No, man. She's like way older than she's not way older than, but like she plays music from way back, you know. She's like
the real, yeah.
But yeah, maybe someday.
How old is she?
She just turned 29. She just turned 29. Yeah.
Okay,
you good?
Cool. Pretty old.
So old.
No, she's not old. I mean, like she plays music like that's. When I say R&B, I'm not talking Ashanti.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm talking
the original.
Before that. Yeah. Songs where I'm like, okay, girl, what's this? What's up? But she grew up with that.
That's dope.
Nabila, I love the name.
Right?
Oh, Nabila.
Yeah.
Sounds like a goddess.
Yeah,
right?
it does.
She's beautiful. And she has like really good fashion taste.
Oh, I can picture
she's really
this.
good at yeah, she should be a stylist for real. If I ever make it big,
Danish?
she's gonna be my she's born and raised in Denmark, of Moroccan descent. Just like me.
Hard.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Why isn't she moving out here?
She kind of wants to, man.
Yeah,
Low
what's
key,
up with
man.
You took it there.
Love it.
She low key
Nabila.
wants to, man. She comes here often, man. She's been to Tokyo a couple of times. She likes it.
Nabila,
come through.
Yeah, Nabila come through. Yeah, that's
But
lovely.
yeah, she just turned 29, and so yeah, she deserves so many things, man. When I make it big, she's gonna be my stylist.
Yeah.
If I make it big, I don't really know who gives a shit. As long as you're happy, babe. I was gonna say baby, but I don't know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
But yeah, so that's
So while on that note, Nabila plays not retro, but back in the day R&B, right?
Yeah.
The hit tunes. What do you play?
I don't really know. I was thinking about what I was gonna play for my set.
Yeah, me too.
I've been thinking about I've been listening to some French rap. There's this chick called Lala Ace. She's like really good, really smooth. Yeah, she's from Paris. I think she's from Paris. No, she's just from France. She lives in Portugal though, but she's like really good. But I was thinking about doing some like more Afro-oriented music with some R&B, but also some remixes, you know, to kind of like switch it up with the songs that we already know. But yeah, some Aaliyah definitely.
Okay.
And some, of course, some Rihanna, stuff like that. But you know, I was just listening to some Sean Paul and stuff. I'm still figuring it out. I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit
You
of
know,
this and that.
Yeah.
A little bit of this and that.
pays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really want to do something that's like.
How do you feel when you're DJing at Love Hotel?
What do you mean? What do you mean? How I feel?
You feel good.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it when I remember there was this one time at Love
Talk
Ho.
about it.
I had this set that was like an improvised set because you guys had like a 30-minute slot that like opened up like by accident, I think.
You did?
Yeah.
Sounds
And
so
you,
unorganized.
yeah, I wasn't on the flyer, but you were like, "Yo, can you play?" And I was like,
someone that dropped out last minute or something.
maybe either
Something
that or like
happened.
something happened with like the timing.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
said something with the timing, right? So the day, like a couple of days before, you were like, "Yo, can you fill out this 30-minute?"
なんだっけ?
Probably a highly organized mishap.
Yeah. Anyways, so I was just like not on the flyer, but it was this 30-minute
No,
slot.
Chocolate Puppy had to back out because he couldn't. His mom had
had
problems or
something.
So
Yeah,
he had to go back to
yeah,
his
probably.
home,
We'll
so-
bleep that later.
Yeah,
Probably.
yes.
But
Yeah.
We had a.
But yeah. I remember it.
ER.
And so I remember my set at that. I only had 30 minutes, but the set was really nice. It was like mostly R&B. And like, of course, some like Ashanti and some like B.I.G. and like different artists, right? And like the crowd was just going fucking crazy. Beep, sorry, my bad.
It's
Was
nice
going
because
crazy.
A lot of the DJs that we have don't play the music that you do. So it really adds a nice little touch.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah.
But you know, I really like that like
You bring
feedback.
a lot of, like,
I like the
yeah.
feedback. And but when I play what I think is good music and people don't react, I'm like, you guys don't know shit.
But I love it because you
that.
will go from R&B to some hip hop to some like mainstream
do
pop,
techno,
and then
too.
she'll put on some techno track, and I'm like, yeah, it's fun. Then back to the R&B.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit for everyone. Whereas
Yeah.
DJs tend to be so niched these
Yeah,
days.
and also-
it's nice to have an order gender.
Right? And also people play a lot of like just like what everyone's playing.
Yeah.
It's cool, it's good music. But
I don't want
everyone's
that for Love
playing
Hotels.
it.
I want Love Hotels to have like different music that we
Yeah.
don't usually hear at One Oak.
Yeah. I want to play some Pop Smoke, but I already
much
know
name
people are
dropping
going to
today,
play
it's
Pop
hilarious.
Smoke, you know? But I'm still going to play Pop
Play
Smoke.
it, yeah. Hell yeah.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Of course. Man, it's so sad, man.
I know.
Age 20. What the His album was crazy though, man. It's so good. But yeah.
I have no idea. But I had another thought. I think we brought it up before at the podcasts when we were discussing genres and what people tend to be drawn to. And something with Love Hose, especially, is that we like to have as much diversity as possible. And in the like 2 years ago, if we would have like a hip hop set, and if they were like techno fans, they wouldn't even move a finger. They would stand on the side. They'd like go grab a drink and sit silent until the next DJ would come, right? And vice versa. If a techno DJ came on, all the hip hop fans would like just leave the dance floor and never return, kind of. And then now 2 years later, you're starting to see like some of them are like in a corner, like.
Yeah.
That's you.
Well, I think it's
Yeah, including me included. Yeah.
Starting to
I think
dance
it's
in
Missed
the
that on the camera, by the way. That should have been on.
park.
Yeah. It's nice to see that
Yes.
people are kind of opening up to
Opening
these
up.
different genres because they're kind of forcefully being exposed to it with
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
choice.
It's just so supportive. People are so supportive. Maybe because like we're all friends. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe.
But people are opening up. Like I can dig it too. Techno,
yeah, I
maybe.
remember.
Yeah,
I didn't used to listen to techno or house. To me, it was just like noise, right?
Yeah.
But then when I moved to France when I was studying at uni, right? So I studied at uni in the north of France, and it's like
nice.
it's a city for like with a lot of young people because it's like it has a lot of universities. So a lot of people from
Where?
Lille.
Oh.
So it's Lille.
Yeah.
So it's like close to the border of it's close to Belgium. It's not far from like Amsterdam and stuff like that. So it's like a kind of like a crossing point. And yeah, I discovered or like I started listening to techno and house when I was there. People around me introduced me to it.
Yeah, they're very
And then I
into it.
started going to like techno parties or festivals and stuff, and I got really into it. And like I saw some like of the biggest DJs for like 10 euros in like a club that was like 10 minutes away from my house, you know. So I just like really got the good side of techno and house and like started to hear what the difference is. And
Dude,
like,
partying in France, there's nothing better.
It's
There's
crazy.
always something. It's always gorgeous. It doesn't matter if you're in Paris or if you're in the
Other-
freaking countryside. There's
yeah,
always
man.
some abandoned factory or some like
Yeah,
parking lot that's turned
exactly.
into
And
this
it's so
like
cheap.
like
nice
huge
thing.
like-
party, yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
cheap and-
Yeah. And so that's actually the music that I started DJing was techno and house. That's how I learned how to DJ. You cool, Colin?
I'm good. Okay, we can-
But yeah,
Missed that one too.
so yeah, I started DJing techno and house, and because it's, you know, it's not that it's easier, because it's hard to have a nice techno set or a
Yeah.
good house set. People usually play the same type of music during the whole set when it's about variation and it's about like a journey, and only few people know how to take you from one place to another, to take you up, take you down, and stuff like that. But it's easy to DJ in the sense that it doesn't have any lyrics. So if you find two songs that have the same BPM, you can make them like intertwine, you know? And so that's how I started DJing. And then I started doing more like R&B and hip hop and stuff like that, because it's like more mainstream. People like that as well, and I like that too. So yeah, that's basically how I started DJing.
It's nice. You're connecting them.
She's so multicultural.
Yeah. All words coming together. Do you speak French?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Do you speak French in Algeria, don't you?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
not
like
from studying there, right?
I went to a private French school in Copenhagen.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so
I went to a private French school in Stockholm.
there you go. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then a lot of shit happened and I wasn't there anymore. But
Yeah.
yes, funny. Yeah.
So yeah, I
French
went
school's
to.
like learning French.
It's
Or
like it's like
studying
a
in French.
Yeah, everything's in French
Why did you
all
go to private
subjects.
French school?
because it's a bougie thing to do, and we bougie.
Yeah, we
okay,
bougie.
okay.
And my mother was French and she was living in Sweden and didn't want me to lose
right.
like
Yeah,
the
the French.
heritage.
That's why.
And
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, so it's kind of same for me. My parents like spoke French, so they decided to send me and my brothers
Right.
to the French
Were they
school.
all assholes? Because mine were. They were so bougie. Like my mother was bullied for coming. She picked me up with a Nissan car, like a Nissan.
Yeah. Nah, we won't
And
get it.
I
in
was bullied for
Copenhagen.
that for weeks
Nah,
afterwards
our like
Why?
private school was
Nissan
like
or
a
the car.
because it wasn't like a bent.
Wow.
yeah no
Like a
no
bunch of
our
different
wasn't like that. Like our school isn't like our private school wasn't like a bougie private school. It was like on a like a kind of a ratchet private school. Like we didn't wear
nice.
uniforms. Like
Oh, you did.
some of our no, we didn't.
We had robes.
We no man.
Whoa.
Like
pull up how-
closed with like a French lily on him. It was like
In
Harry
your
Potter all over. and picked up in a little Nissan like, portable like.
Nah, man, we could
so
we could
cute.
come dressed however we want. It's like it was like a private school, but it was like kind of like a public school. It was private in the sense that you paid to be there, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like everyone's super preppy. Nah, man, people
Good.
fought. People, you know,
People what?
fought. you know, they're like it wasn't like a perfect private school or anything like, or people were bougie. Some people came from like wealthy families,
Yeah.
but it was never like something that you could feel. I
Nothing
felt like
stuck up.
people in my class, like I remember, if you were like stuck up in my class, people would like look at you like, what's wrong with you? You on the contrary.
See, that's why Denmark is better in every single way. Denmark is the gem of Scandinavia.
Really?
It's-
And
I think
everyone
it's maybe
knows
more
it.
chill. I think it's more chill. you
Everyone
know?
knows it. No one wants to admit it.
Yeah,
That's
people.
true.
Really?
I like the
Yeah.
accent. People like make fun of how Danish people speak. I like Swedish. It's very melodic. It's like more like you know.
Danish more deep throat.
Yeah, it's more like
Deep throat.
okay,
No, there's,
but
more,
yeah,
there's more throat action
no,
and
it's true.
pronunciation. Yeah.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
like more like
Yeah.
not as I wouldn't say not as hardcore as like German, but like closer to that. You know what I mean? Like in the how you speak it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, I went to like that private school, but it wasn't like preppy or anything. at all.
How do you say, or is that a myth? How do you say bra, like a bra in Danish?
BH.
Oh, BH.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nothing.
That's cute.
Why was
I
the
heard
myth?
something about it being called a boob bag.
That sounds like English.
Tuttekasse.
Nah.
Nej.
BH.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, then.
Yeah, no.
Next topic.
I think it was just like bra, BH.
Yeah.
You know? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That's
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And so, yeah, techno house. Yeah, great. I was actually like, I really want to.
Can't feel my face.
Right? No, honestly, though, like, oh my God, can you feel the music in your body? Wow. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh man, my body feels like water right now. You know what I
I
mean?
miss that sensation.
I don't know.
Oh, haven't had it in a while.
Yeah. You know, that sensation where you're like, maybe you had fought with somebody or like not on good terms, and then you just all of a sudden want to text and be like, hey, I'm so sorry, man. I love you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you're trying to figure it out with your phone. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking I want to do a really nice house set, but maybe not for Love Ho. Plus, I got 45 minutes, so I'm gonna.
Should.
Maybe not this. No.
No, because like I'm playing 9 to 9:45. That's like a prime time. You feel me?
Yeah.
True that.
I need
Yeah.
to use that
Yeah,
slot
it
to
is.
be like, hey,
Check the audience
yeah,
out,
I need
vibe it
to
out, yeah.
Right.
get people. I want to do some more Afro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Bring it
my
on.
people, my Africans. You know what I
I
mean?
love that.
Bring it on.
Yeah, some more Afro to dance, some more like remixes, man. Just remixes of genres. Introduce some stuff to like the younger generation. You feel me?
Nice. So I heard
Mm-hmm.
a rumor that you would be performing today a little bit.
Of ASMR.
Exactly.
Sure. Wait, hold up. Where is it?
Is she for real?
What are you looking for?
That?
My snack.
Okay, so let's just begin. Let's make it like a 2-minute
ASMR.
Sabrina ASMR corner.
If you have something that you would like for me to say, please let me know. People have told me that I'm really good at ASMR and that yo, let's be serious right now. Wait, let me just take a sip of my water. I need to get my mouth moist. So I have some friends that are really into ASMR and that have told me that my voice is really nice and that it makes them tickle a little bit when I speak up their ear like very closely like this, or when I take a bite out of my snacks. So
What else?
Robin and Colin, do you guys like this?
Love it.
Let me know if you want me to say anything specific. Oh,
Say Tokyo Love Hotels.
Tokyo Love Hotels has an event this Saturday. Please come see me, DJ.
Those inhalations are amazing.
Yeah, but for real though, come see me Saturday DJing at Love Hotel. From
I told you were good at this.
She was so good.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, you did fantastic.
Wow, what's up, Colin?
She used all the
Wow,
tricks.
excuse me.
All the tricks were up her sleeve. I
know?
tell you.
And my chips are over there. I wanted to use the chips though. Chips make it different. It's okay. It's okay. They're on the couch, but it's okay. We don't need to move. It's fine. Whatever. But please do come see me at Love Hotel this Saturday, from 9 to 9:45, and then when my set is done, you could just dip. It's
I
fine.
think he should even like during the DJ set use the mic and kind of ASMR it up.
It's a spiritual event.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Experiment.
Like
booth.
binaural tones without anyone
Yeah.
noticing. You'd be
You
like,
should just MC that
Woo, woo,
shit.
woo, woo, woo.
MC ASMR?
ASMR. Yeah. So.
よくない?
yeah.
MC that shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
See the mic.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
We'll buy
Some
pack
snacks.
Of these. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah. You guys want some?
I'm good.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
This is so nice. I fuck with it. I love it.
Is this supposed to be sexual?
No, it's supposed to what it's short for autonomous sensory something.
Yeah, it's
kind of
like
when you listen to good music and you get goosebumps.
Yeah, or like if
kind of
somebody
vibe.
comes close to your ear and whispers and you're like, ooh. Yeah, that one.
It's supposed to like release stress and calm you down and give you this euphoric sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on me.
No, I get it. It's not like my thing. I wouldn't listen to ASMR, but like I get the whole like hearing somebody chew something or like it's like kind of like feeling the sound. You know what I mean? Like actually like feeling it.
And do you know mukbang? Which is originally a Korean thing. It's YouTubers when they sit and eat. But they sit and eat by themselves and they film themselves doing it. Originally, that was one category and then ASMR was one and it's kind of merged.
Yeah.
So now you have people with extremely delicate mics while they're eating. Like a huge ass McDonald's meal, like sushi
or
something.
like lobster. I want to taste lobster. I've never tasted lobster in my life.
Just sit there sucking on like.
Would you do that? YouTube channel, Sabrina.
I was actually thinking about it. Why not, man?
Yeah.
Whatever makes me money.
I think this is it.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see.
Yeah.
If nothing else works out, I'm gonna just like.
And then you can DJ the sounds.
Yeah, right. Sample
I
them.
really think you should MC that shit on Saturday.
Yo, don't put too much pressure on me. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see. During quarantine, I developed like this really interesting hobby. I would call it maybe. It's like I have a thing for perfumes now. Like
nice.
Literally, like I watched reviews of perfumes for like hours.
Like the notes.
Yeah. Now I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this has some tonka bean and this has some bergamot and this is like cinnamon and vanilla. And so like the top coat is this and the heart is this and the body's that. Oh man. Like it's my thing. So basically what I'm trying to say is to people, stop buying mall perfume. Stop buying designer brands. Buy niche perfumes because they're way better.
Yeah.
And no one will have it.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'll smell original. You know what I mean?
Is there anywhere you could buy that? In Tokyo?
Yeah, actually there's a lot of places, but like this one shop I went to where I actually bought something is the Nose shop. They have it in Ikebukuro and in Ginza.
Interesting.
So it's called the Nose shop, right? Because you go and smell.
Right.
And they have like really nice brands. They have some brands from like France. They have some brands from Italy. And it's not like, oh, I'm wearing Hugo Boss or I'm wearing Calvin Klein. Yeah, okay, whatever. You know, like everyone else, you know, basic shit.
Right.
You know, this is really like if you want to smell nice and have like a unique fragrance that's like when you pass by, people will be like, oh, that's Colin. That's you know what I mean? And by the way, it's actually my homegirl Nabila who got me into like perfumes like that. Because she only wears niche brands.
Are you gonna make some?
Wait, Nabila?
Nabila, she only wears niche brands. So she only wears brands that nobody knows
so
of.
Typical Nabila.
You know what I mean? She's like, you know what I mean? And there's like this one perfume that she wears. And every time I smell it, I'm like, yo, that's her. You know?
Yeah.
It's like her identity. And it's like really nice to have that, you know?
Yeah.
So people out there, you should definitely find your own perfume and like your scent.
That'd be dope.
Make perfume? I'm actually thinking of like there are some shops where you can go and actually have the person mix it for you and like engrave your name in the bottle, which I'm of course gonna do.
Right.
Actually I have a perfume, but maybe I don't know if we can show brands and stuff, but I'll make you guys smell it.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
My bag over there, so I can't.
Bag over there.
It's fine. I'll make you guys smell it though. It's really nice.
Make us smell it.
Yeah, man. It's really
wanna
good. It's
smell
like,
you.
oh man. If I go into a shop, like I literally went into that shop and like the lady was like, hey, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm looking for something like this and like that. And she didn't really like help me. Like I was like, girl, just sit down. I told her, I'm like, I'm going to smell all the perfumes in the shop and then I'll let you know which one I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy one. I'll just let you know.
Right.
And she was like, okay. And I literally smelled all of the perfumes.
Me too. And it's such an endless procedure. And after a while, your nose is
But you know
up.
what you should do? You should always stop at the one that like kind of captivates you. Sometimes we continue too much, but you know, stop at the one that's like really like, we're like, oh, and you smelt it maybe like a second time.
Then you put it on your skin and you start smelling like poop.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. You have wear it like on your skin just to see. It's like you can have like, oh, if if you're in doubt between 2 perfumes, ask for like a sample, wear one on one hand and the other on the other, like on the second hand, and like have it wear it during the day and like see how it develops on you. Because I was gonna buy one that really like the top notes were really nice and I really liked the smell, but then at the end of the day it turned kind of like soapy. Smelled like soap when it was supposed to smell like cinnamon. And so you see that the fragrance changed too much for me.
I had one back in the day that was so delicious. Just fresh out of the bottle and then on the skin too. And a couple of hours in, it was fantastic. But around maybe the 6th or 7th hour, I would start smelling like urine, like real pee.
Ew,
like
it's crazy.
But like dry pee. Do you know what I mean? Like ammonia.
It turned okay.
And it was because it was all floral and citrusy and fantastic. And then all of a sudden, I walk around smelling like pee. Imagine going out to like a club or an event, being like, "Oh, I'm so fabulous," and then you know by like 12 o'clock, like
it's gonna turn and you're gonna smell like shit.
Start smelling like shit. And then you have to run and you lose one shoe and someone picks it. I mean, it was a whole thing.
I think that's the thing as well with niche perfumes. It's less likely if you buy a bottle that's costing like 20,000 yen that it will smell like shit later. You know what I mean?
Right.
Maybe if you buy something that's like more like generic, even if it's good, you know, people are like, yeah, I wear Tom Ford, I wear Joe Malone. Yeah, still generic shit, you know?
Yeah.
Just search, like have your eyes open for other things. And plus you'll smell different. I remember when I bought this perfume, I put it on, I went to work. 3 people in a row were like, yo, you smell so nice. You smell so nice. Oh my God, what is this? Coconut, vanilla? What is it? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's very important.
Scored all 3.
Yeah, and no, ew, man.
Well, I
Old
would.
man, shit.
I would.
Okay, pull up. What's up?
Bring it on. Give me your
What's
perfume.
your love life like?
My love life?
Wow.
I don't.
We're taking it there today.
I'm not seeing anyone. I don't text. I don't waste my time.
I don't text.
No, man. I'm very clear, like, with people, like, so I'm religious, you know, so I'm not interested in dating or just like having fun. It doesn't interest me. Like, I'm actually looking for somebody that I could build a future with.
Yes.
And right now, ain't nobody come my interest. So what's up? You feel me?
Right.
So, but it's a good thing because like it makes the selection process way easier.
Right.
I don't waste my time.
true.
I don't text and be like, oh, then I caught feelings but he doesn't want anything serious. But I still like, nah, man, I don't got time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've already wasted my time on guys before where you like, you kind of knew that there wasn't a future, but you kind of stuck around still for whatever selfish reasons you had. To just have somebody maybe around to get some compliments or have affection or whatever.
Yep.
But it's just a waste of time, of energy, of feelings. Money. I'm good. You know what I mean? I have other things to do.
Yes.
So yeah, on that note, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't regret.
Japanese guys.
Huh?
We ever into Japanese?
Yeah.
guys?
I think
Really?
a lot of Japanese dudes are handsome. Like I think
Yeah, you do.
I do. Yeah.
remember you saying.
No, Japanese dudes are cute. You know what I mean? But I also think like, it depends. You know who? Maybe like a Japanese dude that'd be like that. Maybe lived abroad
cultural,
or that is interested in maybe moving abroad or whatever it is, you know, comes from like a mixed background. It's going to be easier for a foreigner and that type of Japanese dude to actually like have something, you know, serious, because it's hard. Like I know that certain Japanese dudes expect that you kind of conform to the Japanese norms and rules. But the thing is, I'm a foreigner.
Yeah.
I'm not Japanese, you know, you're Japanese and that's cool. And you have like your cultural background, but I have my cultural background as well, which is very strong for me. It's very important.
Don't pat my head.
Oh,
End
man.
of story.
Oh my God. People in Japan, please stop touching my hair. Like it's happened to me. People in the club touch my hair and be like,
That's
oh,
crazy.
yabai. I'm like, yabai your mom. What you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, what? It's weird. Like, I don't know where your hands have been. You might have been to the bathroom, touch your weenie, touch my hair afterwards. You know what I mean? Nah, man, don't. You know? And I know how to say it in Japanese.
Yeah.
Watashi no kami, sawaranai de.
Kawaii. It's too cute.
Sawaranai de.
Yeah, a little baby voice. Yeah. Then
man.
touch it more then.
Nah, man, I actually scare dudes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, no, guys here, like, I can scare them.
Yeah.
A couple of times I've had Japanese dudes try to touch me, and I'm like, don't fucking touch me. And they're like, I had like this dude, he ran away from me. Like he ran.
Like literally ran?
Like literally sprint. Yeah.
Why? Like how?
So I had been at Vision and I had actually did it was my first set. My first ever set in a club. You know, so I just finished it. So I had just, so I went outside. I went to the Combini and I was walking back to the club. And I think I was like wearing like loose pants, like baggy pants, right? And like a crop top. And like I'm walking and this Japanese dude like walking next to me and he's like talking to me like, hey, where you from? Where from? And I'm like,
where you from?
I'm just trying to ignore him. I'm like, dude, I don't have time. And then he stops in front of me and he pulls out his arms like that, like, hey, can I hug you? He doesn't even ask. He's like, yo. And I look at him. I'm like, don't fucking touch me. Like, don't fucking touch me. And the dude, he like ran away. He was like,
Yo.
And then he just like,
weak sauce.
yeah, man. I was like, what the hell are you trying to, isn't that random though?
Yeah.
Like, would you ever do that to a random person in broad daylight? Just because it's night doesn't mean it's okay, you know? You know, because you see somebody in the train being like, hey girl, what?
Yeah, fuck
You know, that's weird. Or even like Japanese chicks that touch your hair and stuff like that in the club. Yo, wouldn't it be weird if I was in a train and I just went up to the first Japanese girl because she has like nice, beautiful straight hair, which is something in my home country that we find like very beautiful. And be like, wow, sugoi. Yo, man, it's weird.
Yeah.
Even if it's interesting, it's fine. First of all, ask the person.
yeah, exactly.
And if the person says
Ask.
no, respect it.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, cool, but your hair is nice.
It's as simple as that.
It's as, you know?
It's as simple as that. What I don't like, though, it's when people get offended by people asking. I feel like asking is always okay, regardless of the topic. It really shouldn't be. That's how we learn, that's how we grow, and that's how we understand each other and our surroundings.
Yeah, man.
A question is a question. And if you don't want to reply, that's fine. And if you want to say no, that's fine. But don't attack the person for asking.
Yeah, man. I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, if I found your hair in a club, I'd probably want to touch it too. And probably be like, can I shove my fingers up there? I haven't touched my wiener for a couple of minutes. Is it okay? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you know, in Danish we have actually this saying, which is der findes ingen dumme spørgsmål. It means stupid questions don't exist. But I say that's true, but stupid people do exist. You know what I mean? But because it's true, the question isn't stupid, the person is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's true. I'd rather have somebody ask me and then me tell them no thank you, or if it's somebody that I know and that I'm okay with and I think they maybe are like clean and shit, like then I'd be okay. But you know, it's a weird thing, you know. That's and people stare at me all the time in Japan. In the beginning I kind of liked that. I'm like, oh, I'm so unique, and at the end I'm like, why are you looking at me? Yeah, like I'm a person too, you feel me? But you know, it's Japan. You kind of like just like block it out. Even on the way here, like so many Oji-sans like coming back from work, like salarymen, just like staring at me. And then I look at them, they're like, you know, looking away and stuff. Yeah. Always. But yeah.
Algerian blow up doll.
Okay. God. Okay. But yeah. So yeah, love life. Yeah, no. I don't date, you know.
She's so good at bringing it back to the original question.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting what I am.
Yeah, man.
Full circle.
Full circle, man. We have to, man. I gotta keep somebody in check. You feel me? I gotta help you guys keep this structured a little bit, you know.
Thank you. We'd be drunk.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, what about you guys?
What?
What about you guys? What's up with your love lives? Both of y'all. I want to hear some stuff.
We don't have none.
You don't have none?
We're looking for some. Yeah. Looking for the right one. Same as you. I don't really. Yeah. I'm super picky.
Yeah. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
It's important, man.
Yeah.
I have no boundaries.
Yeah. He's very open.
That's calm.
But I do see it as finding beauty in everyone and everything.
That's good.
For good or for worse.
Yeah, because you see the beauty, then you see the fucking trash too, man. Yeah. But that's good, because then you know what you don't want. Honestly, some bad experiences actually help you realize exactly what you don't want. So it's not like it was a bad thing. It was the best thing that could happen to you.
No, definitely. I'm with you there. I agree.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, that's how it's been. Like, every time it's ended, and I'm like, okay, now I know what I don't want. I don't want you. And so I'm going to make sure that I'm going to find anything that's not you.
Right.
The opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, you know, certain guys probably think, like, if you're not with them anymore, like, oh, you're probably seeing somebody else. No. You disgusted me so much that I just want to be alone. I just don't want to see anyone for a very long time. That's how much you just disgusted
and we
me.
good by ourselves. Like,
So
I'd rather
good.
not
So good.
see anybody.
Yeah, I could take myself to
whack
dinner. I
just
can.
to, it's not even entertaining. But yeah,
it's nice, and it's less responsibility because we can barely take responsibility for ourselves. It's nice to have that time. I'm truly enjoying being single. I really, really like it because I get to focus on my friends, on my family, on my career,
on your success and what you need to do.
Yeah.
And I truly believe, like, I know it sounds crazy because everyone says this, like, oh, but when it happens, it happens. But for real, it does. Certain things will pop up in your life and you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. It's the same with your love life.
I'm with you.
People will pop in and you're like, yo, I did not even know this person existed or that they were going to come into my life and change everything. You know what I mean? It's just going to happen from the one day to the next. Like 5 years ago, I didn't know I was going to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't know I was going to live in Japan.
True.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I'm here. I didn't know I was going to DJ, but I DJ. I didn't know I was going to do photo shoots, but I, do them. So different things happen in life and you don't expect them. And it just kind of pops up and it'll be the right time, the right moment, and you won't even know,
Do you think about the future a lot, or do you just go with it?
Like to a certain extent. Like I think with this whole Corona situation too, like we have to understand that tomorrow isn't promised, Again, like in my religion, we don't, you don't know if you're gonna be alive tomorrow. You should always. It's not like a carpe diem thing. It's more like of tomorrow isn't promised. You might be like, oh, I'm saving up, and you're being like really stingy and putting all your money aside. Yo, car hits you, bam, you got nothing. Like you didn't even use that. So I think it's about balance. You have to, think about the future, but also like be content. I think it's very important to be content in the moment and content with like what's happening in your life. Like truly be happy. Like everything is just like good. I think also we're in this generation where we think so much about success.
So much
Work
bullshit.
hard. Cool, good. It's nice, keep yourself busy. But what's real success is being content.
Right.
Like I'm so happy because like maybe like the past 3-4 years of my life, I've just been like happy.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean? Just content. I got a job. I make good money. I surround myself with the people that I want to surround myself with. Because if your energy is disturbing to me, I won't be around you. I won't be mean to you at all. But I'll just kind of like select you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a lot of different things, spirituality for some people, religions for some people, you know what I mean? For me, it's very important. It's central in my way of thinking, my way of acting, how I treat people. I'm always conscious if I do something wrong. I feel bad about it, you know what I mean? And, you just kind of like find balance in your life. And then when you find balance for yourself, you're just truly happy and content with what you have. It's not about, you shouldn't look at somebody else's life and be like, oh, I wish I had that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you have so much. For example, just an example, your eyesight. You have eyes. You could never be grateful enough to just having eyesight. Yeah. You breathe, you're healthy.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you should always reflect on these things. And, people are content with different things. And maybe like making, let's say, 10,000 euros for you is like good. Maybe for somebody it's 20,000. Maybe for somebody it's 2,000. Who cares? As long as for you, you're like happy in your life, that's very important, I think. Yeah, that's something that people neglect.
There's so much pressure on striving towards a better tomorrow instead of a better today, and it's taken over. And it's a social disease, and it's not only social media; it's what we tell each other. It's worse than Corona. It's a mental virus that is spreading, and we need to start. And I think, in a sense, Corona helped kind of
sit back and
kind of retract and kind of go back. Like even for me, I noticed there were months with no work where I was home and I was forced to sit and like stare at a wall,
be by yourself.
And the first couple of days was terrible because I was so used to being in that whole like work, and especially when you're an entrepreneur or do work with entrepreneurship, where the more you work, the more of a result you get. There's no office to go to in the morning. It was like a stress moment until after a couple of days where you realize that oh, but this is what life
This is nice. The now. The now of the
this
day.
is the now, and this is what I need, and this is what it should be. And I think it's helped a lot of people to kind of value spending time alone or spending time at home or just cooking or doing things outside of the grams and not for the grams. And I think people also have difficulty admitting to having the virus, not the coronavirus.
Yeah, but the virus of social media.
Yeah. And I think we all do to a certain extent.
Yeah, of course, to a certain extent. But
so it's really important what you think, what you're saying.
You thought I had disappeared from social media at some point. You were like, "Yo, you disappeared." Da, 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 da. It was during Ramadan. Me and my friend Nabila, we agreed that we were gonna deactivate our Instagram for the month of Ramadan to just really focus on spirituality, and and then in the beginning you'd kind of automatically go into the app and be like, "Yo, what am I doing?" And after a couple of days, just kind of just forgot.
Amazing.
And it's good. Also, I feel like social media should be what it is, and people should remember that it's not that it's fake, because it's like fragments of your reality and what you want to show. I remember there was this one time I was chilling with I think I was with Keem and Yoshi and stuff. And we had been at Keem's house, and I just had I filmed a little bit, blah, blah. Anyways, I kept the video. I didn't post it or anything. And a week later or something, I was just chilling in my bed and I posted it. And then I had Emma, aka Young Vamp, shout out. Yeah. She was like, "Yo, you're out with Keem and them. I thought you were going to stay home, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, no, I'm just chilling in my bed right now. People have to remember that social media is whatever you want it to be.
Right.
I could post. I remember one time I was in Ginza. I posted a story. I was in Ginza. Right? I was filming the buildings, and I tagged New York. Yo, people actually thought I was in New York.
I know.
You know what I mean? You can make people believe anything. So whatever you see on social media, take it with a grain of salt, in the sense that it is real, because it's actually something that's being filmed. Yeah. But context is everything. And so many people I know maybe have clout and thousands of followers and blah, but they broke. They ain't got no money.
Right.
And they're out here, "Hey, yo, is your job hiring?" Yeah, you know what I mean? But on the gram, you see some Fendi, you see some Gucci. Yo, they broke. So again, what do you want in life? For real though. For real though.
Probably the title of this video.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yo, they broke.
Yo, they broke.
But you know what I mean? And you're out here, maybe way less followers, but you living your best life. You traveling, you got money to spend. You maybe paid off all your mama debts. People don't know. And they don't need to know. I don't like also this one thing. I don't like when people announce things too fast on their social media. For example, "Hey, this summer I'm gonna go do blah blah blah."
And then it don't happen.
You see, you look dumb now.
Right.
You spoke too soon.
I know.
I'm the type of person, I don't say nothing.
Me
and then
too.
you'll see me there and be "What's that?"
Yes. So feel that.
And also with this whole corona thing, you know what I mean? If you plan too much ahead, you don't know if you're gonna do it tomorrow. I had a homegirl. She was supposed to come to Tokyo in April.
Nabila?
No, another homegirl. This is Noura. This is my homegirl Noura, and they were supposed to come in April. Her and her boyfriend at the time, and he actually had contacted me and told me he wanted to propose to her. You know what I mean? Okay. He already proposed now, so it's not a secret anymore. So don't worry, you know what I mean? I'm not spoiling anything. But and so he had planned that, and he had asked me, "Yo, do you got any suggestions for rooftop bars or restaurant, something somewhere nice and stuff?" And look, borders closed. She had planned that a year before coming to Japan, and it never happened. So you never know what's gonna happen.
Right.
We have this saying in Islam, is inshallah. And I said it earlier. Inshallah means if God wills it. So if I tell you, "Hey, I'm going to call you tomorrow, inshallah," because I might not. It might not happen. You know what I mean? So it's very important to keep that in mind, that we plan, but life doesn't always go as we plan. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so, chill with the announcements. When you're there, you can announce, and when you did the thing, you should announce. Do it, and then finalize it. And when it's coming to fruition, then you can start talking about it. That's something that people do a lot of. Talk too much.
Yeah,
just chill, man.
Chill, man. It's calm, man.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wait, one more question.
Yeah.
Being as this Love Hole this Saturday. Theme is spirituality, enlightenment, all that. Obviously, you're spiritual.
Yeah.
What are some things you do?
Well, in Islam, you pray 5 times a day. So I pray 5 times a day because, that's also showing submission, that first and foremost, I submit to God and I submit to his will, and also it's meditation.
Yes.
Do
you meditate every day?
That is my meditation.
Oh, pray. Okay, yes.
I also do something that's called dhikr. It's like, how do you say, when you praise God. So it's kind of like you have a rosary kind of type thing, like some pearls, and then you say certain words over and over again. So that's my meditation. And also just... You have the rosary? I don't have it on me here, but I usually
Is it the same? How many beads are there?
It's 33 usually, if I remember correctly. And so praying 5 times a day at specific times. Like, for example, we have one one of the prayers is at dawn. So you actually have to wake up at dawn. So it's just like 4:20, 4:15 in the morning here in Japan. So you wake up, you pray, you go to bed. So you always pray. Since it's 5 times a day, you're always in that state of mind of reflection about,
okay.
life and life after death.
Constant
and stuff.
reminders.
So constant
and it's
reminders.
Always in the same direction, right?
Always in the same direction. And, you have to wash before. So you wash your hands, you wash your face, you wash your mouth and your nose, your feet. Also, when I go to the bathroom, I always wash. You shouldn't have any form of, urine or excrement or anything on you. You have to be clean.
Not my perfumes.
Huh?
Not my perfumes.
No, not your perfumes.
Old perfumes.
So yeah, praying 5 times a day definitely helps you keep in check and think about also like I said, the things you have to be grateful for, the things you forget aren't a given. You have legs and arms, it's not a given. Not everybody has that. Right. You're healthy, it's not a given, You can breathe, we have so much freedom, and just the fact that you go to bed every night safely. People live in war, man.
Yes.
And we don't see it, so we don't think about it, but we should think about it. You should reflect and be lucky. Feel lucky that you're in the position you're in.
Right.
And if there's injustice, you should always call it out and say you condemn this, even if you feel like you can't do anything to stop it. You should always still voice your opinion and say this is not okay. You know what I mean? But in everything, in small things, take people into consideration. For example, I wouldn't just take your drink and drink from it. I would ask you, even if I know you'd say yeah, it's still your drink. This is your right. It's not my right. Stuff like that, go into details with things in life. You know what I mean? So that's how, I stay spiritual. So yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Thank you.
A very beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yes. One more reminder is also, it is said that the angel of death stares you in the eyes 5 times a day. It's just to say you're not promised anything.
Right.
Can you imagine that? Death stares you in the eyes and it's like, nah, you good. Dips. You know what I mean? That is something that you should always keep in mind. And this is the whole Quran situation.
Is that why you pray 5 times a day as well? Or is that a separate thing?
No, that's a separate thing.
Okay.
That's a separate thing. So yeah, it's also to show that, you submit in the sense that if God says you pray now, you pray now. The same with fasting. You're being asked to put aside your necessities.
Yeah.
For what? For God, because he told you to.
No, it's an amazing practice.
You know what I mean?
It's an amazing practice, be it religious or not. It's an amazing practice.
Yeah. So, but, I have friends that are not Muslim that also tried to fast and stuff.
Yeah.
And they did it, It's all about, because people are like, yo, it's so hard. No, man, it's all in the mind. And it's one day at a time. It's one step at a time. You shouldn't think, oh my God, I have to fast for 30 days. You just fast the first day, then it's over. And you're like, oh, okay. Then you do number 2, number 3, number 4.
Definitely. And I think it's something that's reflected in most religions and most belief systems. It's always kind of based on the ground of self-control and abandoning things that you don't really need in your life for the greater good or for your good or for the people around you. And I think it's such a beautiful thing, and how there are different tools depending on the religion and how it's being used. It's
I
amazing.
think me and Robin are gonna Ramadan next year.
Yeah,
Don't.
hopefully
Me
you can
and Robin
try.
eat the most. So
Yeah, but you know the
At
thing is,
night.
so much.
you guys have no
All day.
idea that like the taste of food when you
After.
fast it,
Yeah.
everything is way better. It's more tasty. It's more juicy.
my
It's more
God.
everything. It's yeah.
Let's do it next year.
It's a very good
Yeah.
experience. You know what I mean? And it
Yeah.
also shows you whatever you put your mind to, you can do and you can finish. You know. So yeah, that's very important too. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
that's
I really like this theme for Level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yeah,
that's
it's
good.
one of my favorites.
So yeah, contentment in life is very important.
Definitely.
Because, you know, if you feel full, if you feel complete, you'll be happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even with what you have.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't stare at, you know, it's like see it as a table, everyone's eating, right? You shouldn't be looking at, oh, what does Colin have? Like, is it good? Look at your own plate.
I do that.
Fill it, you know what I mean?
Can I have these?
What did
Fill
he
it
get?
up, you know, fill it up. You know, there's enough food for you. There's enough food for me. There's enough food for everyone. You know what I mean? You should just like, yeah, it's not about taking from somebody else or like having what they have. You can have what you want. You know, just get it for yourself. And maybe what you want is going to be better than what she has for you. You know, it's made for you. And what's
Made
hers
for
is
you.
made for her.
It's made for you,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So, yeah.
Nice one. Fantastic. Shall we wrap it up with some ASMR?
Yeah, sure. She's like,
I wanted
no.
to say any messages for like these artists out here.
from me?
Yeah.
Any message for artists?
Because you work daytime and you still do your art. Like a lot of people
Yeah,
do
I
that
think-
still. And
I
like,
think
you can relate.
Something that I've been thinking
Encourage
about, but
them.
just for myself, is like I kind of feel like guilty, like, oh, I should be doing more. I'm not posting constantly. Well, you know what? Everyone has their own pace.
Yes.
Everyone does their own thing at their own time.
Yeah.
I don't want to create content just to post content.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to post something that I'm not really happy with, or like the result isn't what I wanted it to be, just because I need to post something to keep myself relevant on Instagram. Who cares? If you lose 5 followers today, you'll gain 5 followers tomorrow. Who cares? As long as and who cares about followers? They don't pay.
As long as you live your truth.
Yeah.
If it's about followers, it needs to be the followers that are
Truly, like,
introduced to who you really are and what you're really about.
Yeah,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
creating some.
yeah, so do things in your own pace. Of course, you know, you should always try to like pressure yourself to like go. Like, I think the most important is like just do it.
Yes.
You know, and that's kind of hard. It's also been hard for me because I especially when it comes to video, to photo, it's way easier for me because it's not that I don't take it as seriously. I see it as something else, you know. But for video, like, I have a hard time actually like finishing a product and posting it, and I'm usually like mid-process, I'm like, no, it's like this crap, I can't post this, you know. Just do it, post it, and you'll see the feedback that you get from it, and you have to do stuff to evolve and become better anyways. So you need to, this is like, you have to go through this process.
Yes.
But just do it in your own time. Don't pressure yourself. Think about what you want to do. I think that's so important because we live in like this generation where everyone's creating so much stuff and all the time. Take your time.
So
Think about,
fast-paced.
make it deep, actually make it art. Because I don't like when people call themselves like, oh, I'm an artist. I do this. Yeah. Okay. But do people recognize your art? Like, is there depth to your art, or is it just like, oh, I just took a thing, I took a picture and I posted it and people liked it.
Doodle.
Yeah, or I did oh shit, shade. Okay. Okay. But for real though, there's a difference, you know? People that actually put their work and like time into what they want to create and actually put thought into it, you know?
Yeah.
Not just like you said, like a notebook kind of thing, like, oh, I did a drawing. Yeah, okay, but you know, so what, you know?
Baby shark. Yeah.
You know, so I think it's very important to like think about what you want to do as well, but also it's very important to execute, which I should become better at. That's what I want to do this year more. Like, I actually want to execute more. And yeah, I want to work on some stuff. I have some different things that I'm trying to
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward
Very
to
much,
it.
we'll
for
see.
real. Yes.
Execute.
stay tuned.
Execute. Just do it. Yo, you broke.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, for real though, man. You know, people broke, man. People out eating in fancy restaurants don't got no furniture. You feel me?
Or they didn't pay for it.
You know? Honestly. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, priorities, you feel me? Like, come on. Oh, man. Don't get fooled by Instagram, honestly. As long as you're making real money and you're actually really making, like, you know, and do whatever you need to do to support your art.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have a 9 to 5. Yeah. Unless, at least you're not asking people for handouts.
Yeah, because Love Hose is 5 to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about that?
What is that?
5 to 11. It's a perfect schedule. Go to work, then come to Love
yeah,
Hose and do your
yeah,
art.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course,
yes.
of course,
Yeah.
of course. And especially
But
come
it's
from
on
9 to
Sunday.
9:45 to see my set.
Yes.
What I'm going to play, I don't know, but
It's gonna be
it's
good.
gonna be
Might be an
I
ASMR
hope
performance as well.
Yeah.
Maybe just putting it out there.
You can dig that.
yeah. So yeah, do you guys have any other questions?
No, I
No.
think it's
Do
actually
you?
fantastic. Do you have anything you want to add?
I'm getting pretty drunk.
Anything I want to add? Are you tipsy? Oh, you finished your... She finished the cup, man.
Almost.
Almost. Damn.
Peace. But
Almost.
yeah, you have any questions?
If I have any questions, I don't really think so. But thank you for having me. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. Invite me again, man. I like talking.
We will.
No, for real.
Yeah, she's so good.
It's been really fun. It's been really great having you, and it's always nice to get different perspectives.
Yes.
And
Yeah, man. For
Every
real.
time it's so inspiring.
Yeah.
Just talking.
So
for
yeah.
real.
Yeah, I think the main message is just like contentment. Be content in life.
Yeah.
Find how you can be content in
Be
life.
content in life.
How yeah, honestly.
It's true.
Honestly, because a lot of people, you might ask them, are you happy?
I need to work on that too.
You know? But you have to find your balance, and it requires of you to like search for truth as well, what may it be like existential, like what's the meaning of life, you know what I mean? If you're not spiritual, see if there's something there that's out there for you that fits you, you know what I mean? But it's very important to have spirituality to keep balance in life, whatever you want to believe in. Like, I'm not saying, hey, you should do this or you should believe in that and stuff like that, but find something that gives you balance in life, for real. So that's it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been fantastic.
Thank you for having me.
The people listening, come tune in on Saturday in person.
Shine on me.
Shine on me.
Shine on me.
Volume 17.
Hi.
Volume 17.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much, Sabrina.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Such
And,
good talk.
My pleasure.
see you soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you. Yeah.